What's up, guys? It's your boy Crystal Planet 99 here, and I'm back after a super long break to complete the Steve Vai album review series. We're starting up again where I left off with the 2005 release Real Illusions Reflections. This is considered one of Vai's most profound modern records and was the album where I personally noticed Vai's approach change into what it fully is today. If you like this video, please feel free to check out all my other Vai reviews that I've got on my channel and look out for all of my upcoming reviews in the future. Without further ado, let's just dive right in. Building the Church. This song is a favorite amongst Vai fans. Ever since its debut, Vi has played this song at almost every show, and it's his way of giving the fans what we want. This song is one of the best openings in Vai's catalog, with this intricate two-hand tapping section on the guitar that sounds super synthy and industrial, which definitely fits with the tone of the album that Steve was going for. Vai's made it clear that this song was his answer to the band Linkin Park, and I definitely can see the inspiration in his electronic elements and the down-tuned guitars in the rhythm section. Overall, I really like this song, and I believe it was his best opening track for the album that Vai could have picked. Dying for Your Love. The second track is a vocal tune with a real twisted Tim Burton meets Marilyn Manson kind of vibe. The opening synth section is slightly ominous and dissonant, which lends to the overall anxious and overwhelming feelings I have when listening to the song. Vai's voice is always improving with each new album, and I can easily say that this album showcases the best vocal performances and lyrics he's ever produced. Vai sounds tortured in this song, almost like a man who is desperate and hopeless. This may be him taking on a character in the overarching story that spans this record and the next one, known as the Real Illusion storyline. It's a really interesting evolution from his vocal parts in his albums like Fire Garden and The Ultrazone, where he sang more like a typical rocker with a lot more of a philosophical edge. I wouldn't call this song fun to listen to necessarily. I do find it super thought provoking in the same way that you may look at an abstract, painting in a museum or a really well written poem. Glorious. Glorious is the second instrumental piece on the record, and it keeps a similar vibe as Building the Church. In this song, Vai uses a fretless guitar and step filter or auto wah to get the signature tone in the main section of the song. I also know that he would use a double neck Ibanez gem when he'd play the song live. I always thought this guitar sounded like a robot cat in this song. The drum parts in the song really stand out, though, during the guitar solo, and are played masterfully by longtime Vai drummer Jeremy Colson. This song kind of just sits in the shadows of Building the Church, as they both have similar styles and motifs. If you really like Building the Church, then this will be for you. Just don't expect it to be a superior tune, comparatively. Kimp Do We. This is a song that I would say much more showcases Vai's love for Oriental styles than most. I always thought this song was similar to an intro song called I Know You're Here that Vai played on the 2003 G3 DVD. In the DVD, he did some live looping with a triple neck Ibanez and was almost building a song before your very eyes. I would not be shocked if those little intros helped create this song, but if I'm going to be honest with all of you, I'm not that big of a fan when it comes to this song. I can't really explain why. It's not half-assed, it's well produced, and I've heard Vai enthusiastically talk about this song in interviews. I really just think the song feels almost too much as if it's on autopilot. I also don't think Vai's improv is that interesting. I do like that Vai uses some really nice sounding univibe for his guitar sound, which makes me at least think of Hendrix, which is never a bad thing. I think my biggest problem with this song is it's very safe and sounds highly improvised compared to the other instrumentals on the record. Firewall. This is the first song on the record that really makes a drastic shift in style. While all the other songs had a primarily electronic/industrial feel, that is all replaced with more of a song that feels like the types of songs Vai would have had on Fire Garden or The Ultrazone. If I could describe this song in one word, I would say quirky. It's apparent from the opening that Vai just wanted to write a fun rock song that features gang vocals and a huge sounding horn section. Of course, none of that is automatically a bad thing, and I can honestly say Vai incorporates all these new elements in a really clever and exciting way. The live version from Where the Wild Things Are is definitely worth listening to, though. Overall, the song is just lots of fun and not much else, which is fine. Freak Show Excess. This song truly is something else entirely than anything I've ever heard. Vai stated his inspiration for the song was Bulgarian wedding music. Vai has succeeded in grabbing onto that early European style and molding it in a way that complements his style of songwriting. When I hear instruments like sitars and exotic percussive instruments intermixed with Vai's lightning fast guitar, all I can do is be absolutely mesmerized. At times, this piece sounds right at home on Passion and Warfare, which just makes me smile when I hear those more weird and wacky moments. Vai wanted it to sound like a monster with 50 arms that was playing the entire song on his own. And I would say Vai was successful. This song is truly one of those few flashes of brilliance that we get from Vai on each record. It's definitely worth checking out. And the live version's pretty good too, from Where the Wild Things Are. Lotus Feet. This is a track that Vai played live with the Holland Orchestra, but put on this record instead of Sound Theories. As per tradition, the seventh song on each Vai album holds more of a spiritual connection to Vai than the other songs, and I can understand why this song was chosen. Vai's connection to composing grand pieces like this is one he's had since a very young age. This song almost feels like if Whispering a Prayer and For the Love of God had a baby, and it's a fun coincidence that both of those songs were the 7 songs on their respective albums. I would confidently say this may be the best song on the record, hands down. It's just that good. You need to experience this for yourself. Yai Yai. This is a quirky Zappa-esque song where Vai uses a filter to make his guitar say Yai over and over. I believe this is the same effect from Kill the Guy with the Ball. There's not much to say about this song other than it kind of goes on a bit too long. I'd like it more if Vai shaved off the last 20 seconds of it. It makes a better ringtone than a serious Vai song. Trust me. Midway Creatures. This is the album's return to the synthy/industrial style, and it feels like home again. This song almost feels like Bad Horsey in the way Vai uses his wah and in the way the backing instruments play very loose, repetitive parts. I love Bad Horsey, so this song didn't bother me too much. Overall, this song feels like it's better than Glorious, but still not as good as Building the Church, if that makes any sense. I'm Your Secrets. This is an acoustic track that feels a lot like Rescue Me or Bury Me or Sisters. This is a very pretty song and hits that really artful part of my brain in a really interesting way. Vai's harmonies are absolutely gorgeous sounding, and his lyrics are so well written here. I appreciate Vai's ability to play more reserved music like this instead of just playing the hard rock/metal stuff we know him for. This song was a clever subversion of expectations, as I thought Midway Creatures would be the start of a 3-song epic synth metal finale, but this song actually splits that song up from the final song, Under It All. Whenever Vai picks up an acoustic, it's really interesting to see what comes out. Under It All. This song is an amazing demonstration of what a 7-string can do in the hands of an expert like Vai. This song feels like a perfect cross between an instrumental Vai song and a vocal one, as the vocals and instrumental parts are both layered and interesting. Around the 3-minute mark, Vai goes full on Passion and Warfare, and it's absolutely wonderful. The solo section in the song is just mind-blowing and truly demonstrates the guitar style of the older Vai records combined with this newer, more modern style of Vai's songwriting. This thing has true flashes of Passion and Warfare that feel truly earned and satisfying to watch unfold. This song is about what people try to hide about themselves, the dark stuff we push deep down, and in the hopes that it will just disappear. Whether it's a dark secret or an insecurity, this song is about seeing under the things people do to hide the hidden aspects of themselves and discover these people for who they truly are under all of the good and the bad. There it is, guys. That was Real Illusions Reflections. It's a really awesome record, and I definitely think you should listen to it. I'm going to post in the description, I'm going to post a playlist to all the songs in the album so that you can kind of listen to them in between hearing me talk about each song. Look for me in the future because I'll probably be uploading again soon and getting the last few records out. I know the next one in line is Story of Light, and that's a record I'm really looking forward to. But anyway, if you really liked the review, have a nice day, and like and subscribe and share with your friends. Bye.